This video is for week 4 of mobile user experience for the 1210 class. So what we did this week is we actually created our prototype into an actual application that's a little bit more functional within the way that's supposed to work. I actually have right here my prototype and the way it looks with the list view, the UI tab bar, the search feature, the UI navigation, and the map, as well as another toolbar to be able to add some additional functionality. Well, these are all static images. This is a static image. This is a static image. So it definitely looks good, but you can't scroll. Oh, you can scroll, sorry. On here you can. But you can see on the right hand side how those don't move with it. So it was a great starting point. So what I did is I actually created the application. To be honest, it doesn't look quite as good. There's some things that I'm going to have to look at and work on. First of all is this top, the header portion of the UI navigation. It's a set height initially. I actually, instead of having the text only, I was able to put in an image, but you can see it's a little bit cut off. Squeezed a little bit, and it doesn't look quite as good as it did before. The search, it doesn't work, but I do have it there. It's not exactly the same color. I do need to change that around, but it exists. What I don't really have at all, and it's because I was trying to use storyboards for the first time to actually create an application, is that UI toolbar down here that allows you to switch between the map view and the list view. I only have a list view. This is being pre-populated by some objects that I created, which, if you look at it, right here, all these objects that I created, I put them into an array, and then I was pulling out the data as needed. So each one, it asks for the location. I'm not actually going to allow it. You don't need to. But what I was able to do is this page looks pretty good. These actually would potentially work inside of an actual phone, but because this is the simulator, I have an alert that says your device doesn't support this feature. Same thing with the text message, same thing with the email. Now the website for Poorhouse, for example, it will actually go, instead of going into a UI web view, I just did the website, and it works like that. This is also scrollable, and the map pin does actually land right where the place is. I do have all these things actually being changed, actually except for that, the address. But if you go into Relax at Lake Eola, they're happier. I changed it up. Different beer, liquor, and then they have no wine specials. And then again, it moved the pin. It centered it back onto the appropriate spot. Lake Eola, or Eola Wine Company, again, moved the pin, updated. They have no liquor specials, but they do have wine and beer. Wildside Bar, again, same thing. I don't have this function actually working up here. I'm not sure exactly how to do that. And again, these don't work, but the website does for each individual place. And then you can jump back. So it actually came out pretty successful, I think. I mean, it's a great starting point. I do want to build in that UI toolbar here to be able to jump back and forth between the list and the map, but as I got into the storyboards, I realized that if you use a UI table view, actual view that the storyboard allows for, it doesn't allow for much manipulation. You'd actually have to just use a common UI view, add the toolbar, add the list view, add the delegates to go along with it, and it gets a little bit more complicated, I think, but I think I could probably do it. I was running out of time. So that's it. That is After Work Drinks, and I am actually pretty happy as to how it all came out. To be honest, I'm actually very happy. So hopefully everyone else likes it, and thanks a lot. I really enjoyed the class.